everyone, welcome to University Academy YouTube channel. So we are doing network analysis and synthesis subject and आज के लेक्चर में हम लोग देखेंगे sinusoidal steady state analysis. So if you want the handwritten notes of this topic, the link is given in the description box. You can download from there. Okay. So let us see the sinusoidal steady state analysis. So what does sinusoidal means? So sinusoidal means the source excitation. It means the input source, it will be of the form. So input source, it will has a form of Vm sin omega t or Vm cos omega t. So circuit will attain the steady state when the transients decay. Okay. So and transient why they occur in the circuit. So अगर हम source की magnitude को या किसी भी circuit element को like RLC को change करते हैं, then the transients will occur because circuit is consisting of energy storage element like inductor and capacitor. और जो inductor है वो sudden change current में allow नहीं करता है and capacitor it does not allow the sudden change in voltage. So because of these reasons the transient will occur in the circuit. So जब transient die out हो जाएंगे and it will take somewhere around 4 to 5 time constant. Okay, so उसके बाद then we will reach to the steady state analysis. Okay, so in this lecture we will see the sinusoidal steady state analysis. Okay, so let us consider a sinusoidal input. Okay, so जो sinusoidal है it can be of the form, so it can be either sine form or the input can be cosine. Okay, both these input functions they come under the category of sinusoidal. Okay, so let us consider a signal that is v of t. It is given by Vm sin omega t. Okay, so यहाँ पे क्या है कि जो v of t है that is it is a voltage is a function of time. Okay, that is voltage is depending on the time and v of m it is given by the maximum amplitude of the input. Okay, so this is maximum amplitude of the input signal v of t. Okay, so this is maximum amplitude of v of t. Okay, then we have omega. So omega is called angular frequency. Okay, so omega is angular frequency and its radian, I mean its unit is in radian per second. Okay, so we know that omega is given by omega is equal to 2 pi f. Okay, so where f is the frequency and the unit of this frequency is in hertz. Okay, and what is omega t? So omega into t, this is called argument. Okay, so omega into t is called argument and the unit is in radian. So if we plot this v of t signal, then we are getting, so signal will be, so this is v of t, that is Vm sin omega t. So Vm sin omega t waveform, that is waveform of sine is like this. Okay, so यहाँ पे क्या है कि जो Vm है वो क्या है, maximum amplitude. So this is the waveform of v of t with respect to omega into t. Okay, so यहाँ पे क्या है कि जो Vm है is the maximum amplitude or the peak amplitude. So this is the maximum amplitude v of m and this is minus of Vm. Okay, so this is 0, this is pi instant. Okay, so this is pi and this is 2 pi. Okay, now maximum amplitude it is occurring at omega t value, that is pi by 2. So if we consider the peak to peak voltage, so this is peak to peak voltage denoted by V P to P, that is it is called peak to peak voltage and it is equal to 2 Vm. Okay, so this is also known as the swing of the waveform. Okay, so this is also known as the swing of waveform and its value is 2 Vm. Okay, now let us see that we can compare the phase of the two sinusoids. If it means we can compare the two sinusoidal signal if first condition is both the sinusoids have the same frequency. It means अगर दोनों signal की frequency same है then only we can compare those two signals. Okay, and next condition is both the sinusoids are expressed in the same form, that is either in sine or cosine form. It means दोनों जो signal हैं that is sinusoidal signal they should be either in sine form or cosine form. Okay, next condition is both the sinusoids have the positive amplitude, that is the same sign with respect to each other. It means दोनों का जो amplitude है they should have the same sign. So let us consider some signal Suppose first signal I'm writing v of t, it is vm sine omega t. Okay, next signal I'm considering is v1 of t. Okay, so this is v1 of t. So let us consider the same magnitude, it means the maximum amplitude है, that is vm only. Okay, next we have to consider in the same form, that is I'm considering sine. Okay, and it is omega t plus theta. Okay, and next signal is, suppose v of t, v2 of t, it is given by vm, this is sine of ओमेगा टी माइनस ऑफ थीटा. सो यहाँ पे क्या है, कोई भी थीटा नहीं है, इट मीन्स इट इज़ एट 0 डिग्री. ओके, एंड दिस प्लस थीटा इट इज़ इंडिकेटिंग दैट this is leading. Okay, so v1 of t is leading from v of t by the angle theta, and suppose this is theta 2. Okay, this angle is theta 2 and this angle is theta 1. Okay, so this is theta 1. ओके, इट मीन्स v1 ऑफ t जो है वो v ऑफ t से लीड कर रही है बाय द एंगल थीटा 1, एंड सिमिलरली दिस v2 ऑफ t इट इज लैगिंग v ऑफ t बाय द एंगल थीटा ऑफ 2. ओके, it means if leading angle is there, so leading angle is positive angle. Okay, so यहाँ पे क्या है, positive angle है, that is plus theta 1, it means it is leading, and if it is leading then it will be represented by anti-clockwise angle. Okay, and next in the lagging angle value is negative. Okay, and negative angle is represented in the clockwise direction. Okay, so if we plot these three waveform, then suppose this is v of t waveform. Okay, so let me plot these three waveforms. So v of t is vm sine omega t. So this is the waveform for vm sine omega t with respect to omega t. Okay, so this is v of t waveform. Next let us plot v1 of t. So यहाँ पे क्या है कि जो v1 of t है उसमें क्या है, sin omega t plus theta 1. It means it will be leading v of t by the angle theta 1. Okay, so it means lead कर रहा है, it means some angle theta 1 से वो start होगा, that is from here it will be starting, and this is maximum amplitude. Okay, so it will start from here. Okay, that is from here, and its waveform will look like this. So this angle is theta 1. इट मीन्स यहाँ पे क्या है कि जो v ऑफ टी की जो वेवफॉर्म है वो जीरो से स्टार्ट हो रही है, बट जो v1 ऑफ टी है इट इज स्टार्टिंग बिफोर t इज इक्वल टू जीरो. ओके, सो दिस इज द वेवफॉर्म फॉर v1 ऑफ t. ओके, नेक्स्ट वेवफॉर्म इज v2 ऑफ t. सो यहाँ पे क्या है कि जो v2 ऑफ t है इट विल बी लैगिंग v ऑफ t बाय सम थीटा 2 एंगल. इट मीन्स इट विल स्टार्ट आफ्टर v ऑफ t. ओके, सपोज दिस इज द वेवफॉर्म फॉर द v2 ऑफ t. ओके, सो दिस इज द वेव फॉर्म फॉर v2 ऑफ t. तो यहाँ पे क्या है कि तीनों का जो मैक्सिमम एम्पलीट्यूड है वो vm है. ओके, एंड दिस इज माइनस ऑफ vm. so this is the waveform for v2 of t. Okay, and it is starting after some angle that is theta 2. Okay, so this theta 1 and theta 2 they are known as phase difference. So v of t is vm sine omega t, so its phase angle is 0 degree. So suppose this is v of t. Okay, in the phasor representation, then v1 of t is vm sine omega t plus theta 1. It means यहाँ पे क्या है, plus theta 1, that is it is leading. Leading means positive angle. It means you have to represent v1 of t in the anti-clockwise direction. So this will be v1 of t, and it is leading v of t by some angle that is theta 1. Okay, then next is v2 of t, which is vm sine omega t minus of theta 2. It means this is v2 of t will be lagging v of t by the angle theta 2. So अगर lagging है it means you have to represent in the clockwise direction. So this is v2 of t, and this is lagging v of t by angle theta 2. Okay, so this is in the phasor representation. Now let us see element, that is first element is resistor. So this is a circuit, and this resistance R it is connected to the AC supply voltage. Okay, so AC supply voltage is v of t, that is vm sin omega t. okay, so यहाँ पे क्या है कि जो voltage हमने consider करा है that is v of t, it is vm sin omega t, that is we have considered a sinusoidal input. okay, and this is resistance r, current flowing through the resistance is I of r. So if we write the current in the time domain, then it will be v of t by r. okay, what is the value of v of t? So v of t is given by vm sin omega t by r. okay, so this is I of t current, that is current flowing through the resistance in the time domain. So this vm by r, it can be written as I of m. I of m is the maximum amplitude of the current, so this I of t, it can be written as Im into sine of omega t. So Im is the maximum current which is flowing through this resistance. okay, and sine omega t, so where Im is given by the maximum amplitude and its value is Vm by R. So if we plot this voltage in the phasor representation, then magnitude is Vm and phase angle is 0 degree, because यहाँ पे कहते हैं sin omega t के साथ कोई भी angle हमने नहीं लिखा, it means it is 0 degree. Similarly this I of t in the phasor domain, it can be written as I of m, that is maximum amplitude and angle is again 0 degree. So if we plot this phasor representation, then the voltage is, so voltage is vm angle 0 degree. okay, so this is 0 degree, so suppose this is v phasor. okay, now what is current phasor? So current phasor is Im 0 degree, it means current is also in the same phase. okay, because this is 0 degree and this is current phasor, so it means in case of resistance, voltage and current, they are in the same phase, and the angle between the voltage phasor and the current phasor is 0 degree. So in case of resistance, voltage and current, they are in same phase, so voltage and current, they are in same phase. okay, and the phase difference, that is denoted by phi angle, is 0 degree. So phi is the angle between v phasor and I phasor, it is 0 degree in case of resistance. okay, now let us find out the power equation. So average power, it is given by the formula 1 by t integration from 0 to t p of t dt. okay, so this is the formula to find out the average power. So average power, it is also known as true power, okay, or effective power. So it is also known as active power also. okay, so this is a formula to find out the average power, which is given by 1 by t integration from 0 to t p of t dt. okay, so we know that what is p of t, that is power is a product of voltage and current, that is v of t into I of t into dt. okay, so we have calculated the voltage and current expression, so v of t we have taken as vm sin omega t, and current in case of pure resistance we are getting as Im sin omega t into dt. okay, so if we solve this integration, then we are getting, so let us take vm and Im common, so we are getting vm Im by t. okay, integration of from 0 to t, this is sine square omega t into dt. So what is sine square theta? So sine square theta, it can be written as 1 minus of cos 2 theta by 2. So here theta is omega t, so this can be written as vm Im. okay, so 2 into t, it will, so this is 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. okay, so this is not theta, this is 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. okay, so this 2, it will come outside, and integration from 0 to t, it will be equal to 1 minus of cos 2 theta is omega t into dt. okay, so if we solve this integration, then the integration of cos of 2t over the range of 0 to t, it will be equal to 0. it means we are getting the average power as vm Im by 2. okay, because this 1, it will give t, and this t and t will get cancelled out, so we are getting vm Im by 2. So it can also be written as vm by root 2 into Im by root 2. okay, So what is Vm by root 2 and what is Im by root 2? So Vm by root 2 is nothing but the RMS value of the voltage. So it means the average power, it is given by Vrms. Similarly, Im by root 2, that is maximum value by root 2, is nothing but I of RMS. Okay, so this is the formula for the average power in case of pure resistance. Okay, so this is the waveform of the voltage and the current waveform in a pure resistance. Okay, so voltage waveform is Vm sin omega t. So this is the waveform for the voltage. So maximum value of the voltage is Vm and this is minus Vm. Okay, and the current through a pure resistance is Im sin omega t. So this is the waveform of Im sin omega t. तो यहाँ पे क्या है कि जो voltage waveform है और जो current waveform है, दोनों क्या है, same phase में है. It means the phase difference or the phase angle in case of pure resistance, it is 0 degree. Okay, so if we draw the power waveform also, so power is given by V of t into it. So if we multiply both these waveforms, so यहाँ first, that is from 0 to pi, voltage is positive and current is also positive. So if we find out the power, that is plus into plus, power will be positive. Okay, so this is power, and from pi to 2 pi voltage is negative and current is also negative. So again if we multiply negative into negative, we are getting again positive. So this is the power waveform, that is P of t. Okay, so if we find out its average power, it will be near about this, and its value will be given by V of RMS and I RMS. So this is the average power. Okay, now let us see the next element, which is inductor. So this circuit consists of a pure inductor. So as it is pure inductor, there is no resistance. Okay, so it means resistance value is 0 and only pure inductor is present, and it is connected to the AC source. So this current which is flowing through the inductor, it is given by Im sin omega t. Okay, so we know that the voltage across the inductor, it is given by L into di by dt. Okay, so if we differentiate this equation, then we are getting L into d by dt of, so what is current which is flowing through the inductor, it is given by Im sin omega t. Okay, so if we differentiate this, we are getting, so it will be equal to L, this Im, it will come outside, and differentiation of sin omega t is cos omega t, and differentiation of omega into t, it will be equal to omega. So if we rearrange, it can be written as omega into L into Im into cos of omega into t. So this is the voltage across the inductor, where omega L into Im is nothing but V of m. Okay, so this is V of t, it is equal to Vm, that is maximum amplitude, into cos of omega into t. Okay, and this cos theta, it can be written as, so cos theta, it is equal to sine 90 plus theta, so it can be written as sine of omega t plus 90 degree. Okay, because we know that cos theta, it is equal to sine 90 plus theta. Okay, and Vm value is given by omega L into Im. So this is the voltage expression across the inductor. Okay, so if we find out the voltage phasor, then the voltage phasor, it will be equal to j omega L into current phasor. Okay, so and j value is 1 angle 90 degree. Okay, so it means the voltage is leading the current phasor by 90 degree. Okay, so this V phasor is also equal to j, so omega into L, this is represented by x into L. So this xl is nothing but inductive reactance. Okay, so this x of L, it is given by omega into L, and this is known as inductive reactance. Okay, and the unit of inductive reactance is ohm. So this is x of L and its unit is ohm. So this is inductive reactance x of L. Okay, and in case of pure inductor, if we plot the waveform, then in case of inductor, current will lag the voltage by 90 degree, because यहाँ पे क्या है, plus 90 degree. So this plus is indicating that voltage is leading the current phasor by angle 90 degree. So if we plot, it means, so if we take the current as a reference, so this is current phasor, because यहाँ पे क्या है sin omega t plus 0 degree, so I have taken 0 degree as a reference in which the current phasor will point out. So this is current phasor because theta यहाँ 0 degree है, and v of t is vm sin omega t plus 90 degree. So it means the voltage, it will be leading the current phasor by 90 degree. So this is the waveform of the voltage phasor and current phasor in case of pure inductor. Okay, it means voltage is leading the current by 90 degree. या हम ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं current voltage से lag कर रहा है by the 90 degree. It can also be drawn as, so if we take the current phasor as a reference, then so it means if we take the voltage as a reference phasor, then current will be lagging by 90 degree. Okay, so this is the voltage and the current phasor in case of pure inductor. Now let us find out the power expression in case of pure inductor. So we know that average power is given by, so it is equal to 1 by t integration from 0 to t p of t dt. Okay, so power is the product of voltage and current, that is v of t into I of t into dt. So we know that it will be equal to 1 by t integration from 0 to t. So v of t, it will be equal to vm cos omega t into current is Im into sine omega t into dt. So if we simplify, we are getting vm Im by 2t integration from 0 to t, this is sine of 2 omega t into dt, because if we multiply and divide by 2, it will be equal to 2 sine a cos a, it will be equal to sine 2a, that is sine 2 omega t. So if we differentiate, then this if we integrate the sine 2 omega t over the range of 0 to t, its integration will be 0. It means the average power in case of pure inductor we are getting as 0 watt. Okay, so it means अगर कोई भी एक प्योर इंडक्टर है, उसके अक्रॉस जो एवरेज पावर है, इट विल बी इक्वल टू 0. इट मीन्स इंडक्टर डज नॉट कंज्यूम active power, it only requires the reactive power. So the reactive power in case of the pure inductor, it is given by vi sin phi. तो यहाँ पे क्या है कि जो phi था is the angle between the voltage phasor and current phasor, so it is 90 degree in case of pure inductor. It means the reactive power we are getting v into I in case of pure inductor. Okay, so if we plot the voltage and current phasor, so this is voltage phasor, that is v is equal to vm sin omega t, and in case of pure inductor, current जो था वो voltage से lag कर रहा था by the 90 degree. It means current will start after pi by 2, which is 90 degree. So this is the current phasor which is starting, that is lagging the voltage phasor by 90 degree. Okay, now let us see a question. A pure inductor of 70 millihenry is connected to a source of AC voltage. If the frequency of the source is 50 Hz, then find the inductive reactance. So inductive reactance is given by X of L, that is it, and its unit is ohm. Okay, and pure inductor value, so pure inductor value is given and it is 70 millihenry. So pure inductance का मतलब क्या है कि resistance कोई भी present नहीं है in the circuit. So L value given in the question is 70 millihenry and frequency in hertz is 50 hertz. Okay, so we know that inductive reactance, it is given by omega into L, and omega, that is angular frequency, it is equal to 2 pi f into L. So x of L we have to find out, that is 2 into pi value is 22 by 7, and frequency is 50 hertz, and inductive reactance is given 70 milli, that is 70 into 10 to the power minus 3. So if we simplify, we are getting x of L as 22 ohm. It means option 1 is correct. Okay, now let us see the next element, which is capacitor. So again I have considered a pure capacitor. It means resistance value in the circuit is 0 and it is connected to the AC source. Voltage is Vm sin omega t. Okay, so voltage, that is V of t, is given by Vm sin omega t. So we know that the current flowing through the capacitor, it is given by C dV by dt. Okay, so if we differentiate this voltage expression, we are getting C into d by dt of, so voltage is Vm sin omega t. Okay, so this will be equal to C. So what is the differentiation of Vm sin omega t? So Vm will come outside. Differentiation of sin omega t is cos of omega into t, and into omega. So this is the current expression which can be written as, so this current, it will be equal to omega into C into Vm into cos of omega t. Okay, so again this cos theta, it can be written as sin 90 plus theta, so it will be equal to omega C into Vm. So this can be written as sine of 90 plus theta, that is omega t plus 90 degree. So this is nothing but, that is omega C into Vm. This is nothing but our I of m, that is maximum current flowing through the capacitor. So this is I of m into sine of omega t plus 90 degree. Okay, so if we compare this equation 1 and equation 2, सो यहाँ पे क्या है कि जो v of t है उसका जो फेज एंगल है वो 0 डिग्री है, एंड करंट का जो फेजर है 90 डिग्री. इट मीन्स इन केस ऑफ प्योर कैपेसिटर the current phasor is leading the voltage phasor by 90 degree. Okay, so from here we are getting the current phasor as j omega c into v phasor. Okay, so it can also be written as v phasor, it will be equal to 1 by j omega c into I phasor. So if we take j this in the numerator, it will be equal to minus of j by omega c into I phasor. So this 1 by omega into c, it is represented by x of c into I phasor. Okay, so this x of c is called as capacitive reactance, and it is given by 1 by omega into c. Okay, and omega is angular frequency, which is equal to 2 pi f into c. So this is called the capacitive reactance, and its unit is ohm. Okay, so the unit of this is ohm, and this we called as capacitive reactance. Okay, so in case of pure capacitor, current is leading the voltage by 90 degree. So if we plot the phasor, so suppose if I am taking the current phasor as the reference, so यहाँ पे current phasor को अगर हम reference ले लेते हैं, then the voltage in case of pure capacitor, it will be lagging the current phasor by 90 degree. और अगर हम voltage phasor को reference ले लेते हैं, then the current, it will be leading the voltage phasor by 90 degree. Okay, so now let us find out the power in case of pure capacitor. So average power, it is given by 1 by t integration from 0 to t p of t dt, which is equal to 1 by 2 into integration from 0 to t, power is v of t into I of t into dt. Okay, so this will be equal to 1 by t integration from 0 to t, voltage is Vm sine omega t, and current is Im sine of omega t into dt. Okay, this will be cos. Okay, Im cos of omega t. So this is Im cos of omega t. So it will be equal to Vm Im. Okay, so this is sin omega t into cos omega t. So let us multiply and divide it by 2. So 2 will come outside. It will be equal to integration from 0 to t. So it will be equal to sine of 2 omega t into dt. So the integration of sine omega t over the range of 0 to t, it will give the 0. It means the average power in case of pure capacitor, it is 0. It means inductor and capacitor जो है वो average power, it means active power को consume नहीं करता. So active power is only consumed by the pure resistance, and the capacitor reactive power is given by vi sin phi. Okay, so यहाँ पे भी क्या है, phi is the angle between voltage and current phasor, which is 90 degree, because यहाँ पे क्या है, capacitor is leading the voltage phasor by 90 degree. तो voltage और current phasor के बीच का जो angle है वो 90 degree है. So that is reactive power, it is given by v into I, that is q value. Okay, so if we plot the voltage and the current phasor, then in case of pure capacitor, current is leading the voltage by 90 degrees. So it means at this instant voltage is 0, but the current is having some finite value. So it means we can say that current is leading the voltage by the 90 degree. Okay, so this is the waveform of the voltage and current phasor in case of pure capacitor. So now let us see a question. So a pure inductor is connected in the circuit A, and a pure capacitor is connected in the circuit B. When the frequency of the AC voltage in both the circuit is F, the inductive reactance become equal to the capacitive reactance. Find the product of inductance and capacitance. It means two circuits are there. Circuit A is consisting of pure inductor, so only you have to draw the inductor. There is no resistance. Okay, and it is connected to the AC voltage and its frequency is F, and inductance value given in the question is L. Okay, and in the circuit B we have a pure capacitor, and again it is connected to the AC voltage and its frequency is F, and this is C. So in the question it is said that the inductive reactance become equal to the capacitive reactance. So inductive reactance is X of L and it is equal to capacitive reactance, which is X of C. So we have to find out the product of inductance and capacitance. So we have to find out the value of L into C. So we know that inductive reactance is given by omega into L, which is equal to 1 by omega into C. So omega is angular frequency, which is equal to 2 pi fl, and it is equal to 1 by 2 pi f into C. So 2 pi fc. So if from here we are getting the value of L into C, it will be equal to 1 by 2 pi f whole square, which will be equal to 1 by 4 into pi square into f square. So it means option 2 is correct. Okay, सो आज के लिए इतना ही. नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में वी विल सी द एनालिसिस ऑफ सीरीज RL सर्किट, सीरीज RC, एंड वी विल ऑल्सो सी द एनालिसिस ऑफ सीरीज RLC सर्किट. सो वीडियो अगर अच्छा लगा हो तो प्लीज़ वीडियो को लाइक एंड शेयर ज़रूर करें. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग.